was the hardest? Should I say it? It may become a reel which I don't want. Some of the friends used to be very scared. ये पागल हो गया है क्या? ये काम ही नहीं कर रहा है. ये सिर्फ जिम आता है, अपना एक्सरसाइज करता है, अपना योग करता है, ध्यान करता है. When I sit in my car, I don't feel that I deserve it. I feel that I'm sitting in somebody else's car. And I got that answer from Akshay Khanna. He's a very deep guy. His father was a very spiritual person. So maybe it's genetic. And all of that you see is improvisation.
And you were so creepy.
अच्छा खासा करियर बर्बाद कर रहा है ये. तो लेकिन मैं उस समय ऐसे स्टेट ऑफ माइंड में था. पीयूष मिश्रा यूज्ड टू बी harassed by all of our singing एबिलिटी. वो पिछले जन्म में असुर था. गजराज राव. So I started talking to my wife and I started lying to her about everything, anything. Even till now she doesn't know this. So I made it a point to tell her lies with the same straight face. So that was my practice for Shrikant. And those were the people who were getting all the spotlight. It broke my heart. When I judge a film, I would say this is one of the greatest film I have done.
Wow.
Or one of the greatest film I have seen. The whole thing about I'm an instinctive actor is all a scam, nothing else. Word of that dialogue, that makes me nervous. We've seen quite a life with this film. I requested Vishal more than 20 times to give me Makbul, but he didn't give it to me. मेरे लिए ज़रूरी है कि मैं confident रहूँ. और जब मैं rehearse कर लेता हूँ, Ram kept on, insisting that I should travel with him, but I couldn't. I am scared of flying, so I try to avoid as much as possible.
Which director scares you the most, in a good way?
Kanu Bair. He's a difficult director. Yeah, he's not an easy director. Male actor Vijay Raj. He is a mad actor. He's a crazy actor.
वो भी करते हैं practice.
वो कभी कुछ practice नहीं करता. KK is there. KK makes you feel very small with his preparation.
अच्छा वो भी.
मतलब वो तो मैं तो घोड़ा हूँ. The moment you give that right or that control to anyone or anything, you are a slave then. Comedy is something I got a chance to try in Family Man because he's lying. The one line that Barry John told me, the acting is not about talking about it. It's all about doing it. My wife is a big force when it comes to all of this. The system itself started bothering me. Nawaz has an immense quality of completely surrendering to the role. 6-7 years back, I found my guru, my spiritual guru. They taught me so much. One of them is Ram Reddy. So is Kanu Bair. So is the Devashish Makrija. And so many others. With Anurag, you have to be good at your improvisation.
And it's a part of me. Because I think एक सत्संग होता है आपके साथ. I do get answers.
Hi, I'm Manoj Bajpayee. I am on Fever FM with Stutee.
Superwomaniya Show.
Hi guys, welcome to Fever FM. मैं हूँ Stutee and today I'm meeting one of my favorite stars to meet, to talk, to watch on the big screen, small screen, irrespective of the size of the screen. पर प्रॉब्लम ये है कि आजकल ये हाथ नहीं आते, बहुत मुश्किल से हाथ आते हैं आप मनोज.
Oh my God. मैं चाहता हूँ कि मैं बिल्कुल ही ना आता हूँ.
I know why you're saying that, क्योंकि ये इतना busy है शूट में, तो हमें खुशी होती है. Every time I try to reach out and I'm told he's in a shoot, I'm like कुछ तो बढ़िया आने वाला है. और आ चुका है जुगनुमा. एक तो मुझे ये नाम बहुत पसंद है.
Thanks to what you call Anurag Kashyap, but the real name is the Fable.
Fable.
Yeah, this is. And the film is also like Fable. It's a Pari Katha hai. But for the Indian audience, all of us thought that we should have a name which is very similar to any of the word here. तो जुगनू से जुगनुमा, तो मुझे भी बहुत अच्छा लगा. राम रेड्डी थोड़ा सा रिलक्टेंट थे कि यार फेबल के साथ हम लोग चेंज कर रहे हैं, but eventually even he agreed that जुगनुमा has that very
poetic. Yeah. I was coming to that. तो ये हम इंटरव्यू करने बैठे हैं, पर मैंने ये फिल्म देखी नहीं है. Generally, sometimes we get the screeners and then we do the interview. तो अभी जो भी मेरी observations हैं, looking at the trailer is what I'm going to share. One, I love the look and feel, the cinematography, the lighting. जैसे नाम है जुगनुमा, बड़ी poetic feel है.
Right. So हमने राम रेड्डी ने इसको शूट किया है 16mm पे, which is kind of gone out of fashion with the digital cameras coming in. तो जो कि वो फील भी देता है, वो ग्रेन्स आपको दिखाई देते हैं, थोड़ा नॉस्टैल्जिक भी है, अब थोड़ा ड्रीमी सा लगता है, वो फील देता है। तो इसलिए जो है 16 पे शूट करने के कारण वो सारे इफेक्ट आपको दिखाई दे रहे हैं। सेकेंडली, राम रेड्डी हिमसेल्फ इज क्वाइट, he is a cinematographer himself. And he also has studied sound. So the technical aspect of the film is
Very
of
strong.
high quality. Very, very high quality. Something that you don't get to see in our films at all. In the name of that kind of quality, you see VFX. Okay, VFX heavy films, the commercial films, they're making all kind of verses. So, but this is he wanted to create a magical world on the screen. हम लोग तारीफ करते हैं ना, तो लोगों को लगता है प्रमोट कर रहे हो, बट ट्रूली आई एम सेइंग दैट इफ दे आर नॉट, दे हैव नॉट सेंट यू अ स्क्रीनर, रादर दे वांट यू टू सी इट ऑन द स्क्रीन, देयर इज अ रीजन बिहाइंड इट.
Correct.
You will see that world, you will feel that you are part of that world, and it's better to see it on the big screen rather than on a small screen.
You know, आप कह रहे हैं कि लोग सोचेंगे हम तारीफ कर रहे हैं. एक तो आप अगर किसी प्रोजेक्ट के साथ जुड़ें, and I'm not saying this as flattery, it automatically feels like तारीफ के लायक है ये प्रोजेक्ट.
बेसिकली क्या है कि आफ्टर 3 decades or little more, you don't want to associate yourself with something which is just part of a professional deal, right? You want to be part of an experience. I make sure that also I'm lucky that I'm getting those choices. I want to explore, evolve, and improve, okay, and experience. Everything is E here. This film has given me all of those opportunities. I have experienced a filmmaking that I have never seen before. I have experienced a world taking shape right in front of me, which my character is part of. I have experienced so many magical things happening during the shoot in terms of the camera, the visual, the performances, the relationship within the family, everything. And when I slipped into it completely and forgot about the real me, was also an experience. And this experience I never wanted to come out of. One completely forgot that there is a world down there that I just left and came up to shoot for this film. When we decided to come back to Mumbai and come back to reality, that was very sad day for all of us. So we were just, everyone was just part of the world Jugnuma is talking about.
Manoj, I love how you explain this. And I'm going to carry this forward. एक जितना again आपके character से इस film में पता चलता है, एक tussle है, okay, torn between.
It's mostly inner struggle.
It's mostly inner struggle. This was also shot at a very difficult time during the pandemic.
So the first lockdown, we started, 3 days prior, and lockdown was announced, and then we had to come. Everyone had to come back, and I stayed there with my family, while Ram and his wife were also there. His father was also there, and very few of the unit members, chose to stay back, who didn't have anyone to come back to Bombay. And we had a great time. I stayed there for 4 months. We packed up for winter, and those winter clothes were cut, shaped up for the summer, and we saw all of those fruits coming up. My daughter, that time, she used to go with the village girls to cut grasses and pick adu and fruits, all kind. She adopted few of the puppies which were left on the road, and they were given for adoption. So we've done everything. We were part of the village culture. We were part of. My daughter was getting so much of exposure. I was very happy about. Then we came back. But again, we went up right after Delta, and I was recovering from Delta hit. So all in all, we've seen quite a life with this film. And now, for 1.5 years, this film was traveling all across. This film has been to all the big festivals.
And garnered so much critical acclaim.
So much. I went to Berlin. After that, I've gotten so busy with my work. Poor guy, Ram kept on, insisting that I should travel with him, but I couldn't. I am scared of flying, so I try to avoid as much as possible. Then every time you are taking the sleeping tablet, it is not good for me. But it has been to all possible big festivals, uh, and now it's ready because we thought that it's the right time to release the film in theater.
Yeah.
Just when theater is showing some kind of a positive trend.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's back, but yeah, it's showing some positive trend. So it's good for Jugnuma to be releasing at this point of time.
Manoj, you spoke about 30 years,
Right.
and it's been a spectacular journey. You're somebody, I was also speaking to Priyanka, I was interviewing her, and she spoke about how you're one of the few actors who hasn't compromised on his principles. Your love for craft,
Right.
and the fact that you don't want to compromise on that, and
No.
you've gifted us with brilliant performances.
Right.
So today, when it goes to an international film festival, the global audience wakes up to the film. Abhi Hali mein, there was a screening here 2 days back with the number of filmmakers who came for this screening to support it. What do you feel? How do you make sense of all of this? What now makes Manoj Bajpayee happy after so many years?
On 2 points, on 2 accounts, actually, I felt very happy when a few of the South Indian filmmakers, they saw the film, they decided to support the film. Then Mumbai, some of the finest talents, filmmakers, they saw the film. They came to support the film. And this is the kind of industry I wanted to be part of. Not the industry that we have seen from late 90s till few years back, where talents are not have taken the back seat and the commercial aspect of the filmmaking started taking the front seat, and those were the people who were getting all the spotlight. It broke my heart. All of these years, I wouldn't say that it gave me a good feel about this industry. And in the manner box office has been made the ultimate decisive force.
Yardstick.
Yardstick. So that was also the time when I decided not to be part of it.
It must be a tough
and just
call.
stayed away from it completely.
It must be so hard. And I remember asking you this, what temptation thought that's also in a way an easier route, right? That you go with the flow. You've seen some tough days with this decision.
Yes, but those were my decisions, and those were very conscious decisions. Whenever there is a confusion, one must visit the board and just to see as to why in the first place you decided to come to Bombay. And every time I visited it, I found that those reasons have to be the primary for me to be in this line. Otherwise, there is no point. If money becomes everything, then I definitely don't want to be part of it. If the quality and the talents behind it are subjected to so much of mockery just because it didn't make a certain amount of money, then I don't want to be part of it. And that was a very conscious decision to go looking for the directors who have a story to tell and didn't have any funding, didn't have any backup. And in the process, I found my director. I found my directors. I gave some great performances. I was part of some great creative team, and I also found some amazing young directors. And in return, they taught me so much. One of them is Ram Reddy. So is Kanu Bahl. So is the Devashish Makhija. And so many others. My association with them really enriched my filmography. Slowly, I just hope that one day films will be regarded and respected for the quality that it has, not for the numbers that it has drawn.
Manoj, ye gatekeep mat karna aap. Because when you speak about this, when you speak about your decision and going through with it, I'm sure takes immense mental strength. Where does that come from? Is it a god that you pray to? Is it a guru that you have? Because it's not easy. And over the years, hindsight, it's worked for you. Of course, today you don't have time to meet us because you're
7 years
so
back,
much.
I found my guru, my spiritual guru. But that is something that I was looking for since my childhood. That's the way I was made. That's the way I was born. Where it comes from, I think this whole stubbornness comes from, stubbornness about my conviction comes from, I think, from my mother. She was a fighter, and truly a fighter in the village. I think most, we are 6 brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
All of them tell me that I'm the only one who got the metal from my mother. So I could have easily chosen to go other ways, right?
Yeah.
I was not bad in study. I could have easily gone into the beaten path and conventional path easily, but I was so driven by the creative freedom. It was so liberating for me when I used to work on stage. It was. I felt that this is, if there is a definition of a free man, this is what it is, you know, and that's how I have considered myself. Any kind of compulsion is something I always run from. And again, when you come here and there is a box office compulsion, I will definitely run away from, because you want to be part of creative endeavor, not a monetary endeavor. Okay, so that clarity was always there.
आपने एक बार बात की थी संतुष्टि की, आपने कहा था greed has no limit, but I set that limit for myself.
Yes.
Has that changed?
No, it can't change. See, the moment you give that right or that control to anyone or anything, you are a slave then. Then you are not a free man. And I don't, money is important.
You're not a slave of the money that comes with.
No. I'm not a slave. I give a very important place to it because it takes care of my family. It takes care of all the needs that a family needs, like medical security, financial security. Yes, it is important, but it also depends how much you want. That how much is completely clear in front of me, in front of my family, and my wife is a big force when it comes to give that clarity to each and everyone in the family. Because of her clarity, I feel a lot of freedom to just go ahead and experiment. The compulsion of any kind would have been there. I don't think I could have done what I have done.
कहीं पे your struggle, this inner fight that you have, you think it mirrors the characters as well?
The state of mind. And that becomes also the reason why I was so fascinated and attracted towards the script. Because state of mind of Dev matched with the state of mind of Manoj Bajpayee that I was in at that point of time. I decided not to work for a year, and there was an intense urge in me of disassociating myself from the film industry. A time came when all of this, the system itself started bothering me. The system of media turning into a commercial media completely becoming a trade media rather than a what you call a media, a film media. Then the system, the box office system, when start completely overpowered and controlled the theaters and the distribution. One started questioning as to why you are still staying here and not find and not go after the happiness, you know. And that was the time I said no to everything and postponed everything for some time. And I had my friends and family to vouch for it. And some of the friends used to be very scared. ये पागल हो गया है क्या? ये काम ही नहीं कर रहा है. ये सिर्फ जिम आता है, अपना एक्सरसाइज करता है, अपना योग करता है, ध्यान करता है. वो जो सोसाइटी के जो कॉफ़ी शॉप है वहीं बैठ कर के किताबें पढ़ता रहता है, करता क्या है, क्यों ऐसा कर रहा है. सो आफ्टर फ्यू ईयर्स दे एक्चुअली कन्फाइडेड इन मी कि यार हम लोग सोचते थे कि इसका दिमाग ख़राब हो गया है, अच्छा खासा करियर बर्बाद कर रहा है ये. तो लेकिन मैं उस समय ऐसे स्टेट ऑफ माइंड में था, तब तक देव ये जुगनुमा आई मेरे पास. एंड इट जस्ट मैच्ड. आई जस्ट कुड सी देव सच. I could see Dev's conflict. I could see myself on those papers, and I said yes to it. And then that was the time I realized that even Ram, who was just 30 or 33, 32, he far more evolved than me. He's an old soul. He's somebody who Otherwise, you can't write Jugnuma. It's
Correct.
impossible if you are not, you haven't reached that state of mind, the spiritual state of mind, where not only you are searching, but also you have few answers. You have to be blessed. And I think Ram is blessed that way.
And so are you. Manoj, एक बार आपने बोला था that no amount of instinct can work alone. You need to prepare much before the shoot.
Yes, Ram will come and tell me this story about the film, and I say, okay, let's do it after 10 days or 20 days. I go there without knowing the character fully well and stand there. What is my instinct going to do? Nothing. It can only be a talk that I'm an instinctive actor. Okay?
So was it easier to play Dev because
You have to be fully prepared to know the world, to understand the world, and you have to be in that world to freely express yourself. And then the instinct happens in between the shots, the in between that shot, that instinct, start working. Because then is the instinct of an actor who is in sync with the character. And then the instinct, whatever the instinct that will come, I let it flow then. And most of the time the magic happens. The whole thing about I'm an instinctive actor is all a scam, nothing else.
You know, when you're speaking about this character, you're genuinely glowing.
Yeah.
How do you rate your performance in this? Do you think it comes
I
right
didn't perform.
up?
I just felt. I didn't perform in this.
But is it one of your favorite?
I would
work?
say, I don't know, this is for you to judge.
Okay.
But when I judge a film, I would say this is one of the greatest film I have done.
Wow.
Or one of the greatest film I have seen. So this film leaves you with that kind of a feeling. And I guarantee you that this film will not leave you for 2-3 days.
How lovely. Can't wait for that feeling. That's amazing. Manoj Bajpayee, Unfiltered, a quick rapid fire karte hain. After so much success, what still makes you nervous before a shoot?
Just the first sur, word of that dialogue, that makes me nervous. Because that decides the entire film's performance of mine.
What's the one thing fans would be shocked to know that you absolutely cannot do? हमें लगता है you can do everything.
I cannot do. I mean, I have never acted in front of green screen. Okay, green screen is where all the VFX, and I really don't know what happens there. So yeah, can't do is only with that.
What's the role you desperately wanted but didn't get, and now hindsight you're glad you did?
No, I mean there are a few roles that I didn't want to do. I don't regret.
You don't.
They turn out bad. But the role that I wanted to desperately do, I have already said it. I requested Vishal more than 20 times to give me Maqbool. But he didn't give it to me. First it was KK who was doing it. Then I heard that KK is not doing it because of the date problem. Then again I contacted him. And again he said no, he already has Irfan in his mind. So yeah, eventually I lost it, but he made a good film.
अभी भी कहीं दर्द होता है.
अब तो क्या ही दर्द होगा, अब तो क्या ही दर्द.
Okay. Which emotion is the hardest for you to perform on camera, no matter how many years you've acted? Is there something? No, nothing's difficult for.
नहीं, difficult.
सुर पकड़ लिया तो कुछ मुश्किल नहीं.
मैं अपनी मेहनत पे बहुत विश्वास रखता हूँ. मुझे नहीं लगता है कि कुछ भी डिफिकल्ट भी है तो मैं प्रैक्टिस करके उसको अचीव कर सकता हूँ.
तो करत अभ्यास में आप बिलीव करते हैं?
बहुत ज़्यादा उसी पे विश्वास करता हूँ और किसी से भी विश्वास नहीं करता हूँ. मैं बहुत रिहर्सल करता हूँ बहुत ज़्यादा. जब अभी मैं सेट पे आई कभी तो रिहर्सल एक तो सारे एक्टर्स के साथ होती है. जब तक शॉट लग रहा होता है तब तक मैं घूम रहा होता हूँ, टहल रहा होता हूँ, रिहर्स करता रहता हूँ. तो वो चलता रहता है मेरा. वो मेरे लिए ज़रूरी है कि मैं कॉन्फिडेंट रहूँ. और जब मैं रिहर्स कर लेता हूँ उसके बाद you should, as a co-actor of mine, you should not be confident that I'm going to say the same line.
Okay. So they have to keep up with you.
So whatever my instinct says, I do it. Then just do it.
Very cool. Okay. Which director scares you the most in a good way?
Kanu Bair. He's a difficult director. Yeah, it's not an easy director. He makes you go through the grind, complete grind. And so I suggest all the young actors to at least somehow be part of his film, and you'll come out as an improved actor.
Lovely.
Yeah.
What's the one line from theatre that has stayed with you all your life?
Theatre
You've always said you owe a lot
to theatre. I mean, I have learnt everything from theatre. This rehearsing it many times is also part of theatre. The one line that Barry John told me, the acting is not about talking about it. It's all about doing it. So whatever you think, immediately practice it. Immediately do it. When you do it, you will know how to proceed. Just reading about acting will never help you.
If you had to live the rest of your life as one of your characters, which one would that be?
Dev. He's more spiritual.
How cool. Okay, ये इसलिए तो नहीं बोल रहे क्योंकि अभी हम
नहीं spiritual, because my journey is also the same.
Which actor do you think brings out the best in you when you're sharing the screen with them?
There are many actually, many. Coco, I had the
of course.
Coco is super. I mean, she also practices too much. Too much.
I
mean, much more than
complaining.
And then she tells me that, you know, because my Hindi is so bad, Manoj, I'm a Bengali, so I have to practice it. So Coco rehearses too much, also, so that, you know, she's fluent in Hindi. But she's relentless, quite relentless. I really admire Coco. Then that is a female actor. Male actor, Vijay Raj. He is a mad actor. He's a crazy actor.
वो भी करते हैं practice.
वो कभी कुछ practice नहीं करता. But he has a crazy way of responding to you. He has a crazy, so you have to be on your toes. He's the one. Then you have then Deepak. Deepak Dobriyal has that quality. Gajaraj Rao has an immense. And we've been working together since our theatre days. He can actually makes you feel unsettled sometimes with his reactions. These are the great actors that I have always admired, and always try to find out which place they are coming from, because I am practicing, I'm reading the script so many times, and they just respond to your performance in such a way that if you're not prepared, you'll be thrown off. So these are the actors. Then KK is there. KK makes you feel very small with his preparation.
अच्छा वो भी
मतलब वो तो मैं तो घोड़ा हूँ, मतलब वो तो धोबी के घाट वाला है, मतलब जाता रहता है, मतलब कितना भी टन डाल दो वो ढोता रहेगा, मतलब ऐसा एक्टर है वो. So yeah, I have loads of respect for him. Then you have Nawaz. Nawaz has an immense quality of completely surrendering to the role, and he will do anything. He's ready to die if he has to lose weight or be a mad guy like Raman Raghav. He will become that. Even in his free time, he's that. So it's very difficult to get through to him. There are so many great actors in this industry. Sadly, we don't talk about them.
You कितने modest भी हैं Manoj, but you're a very secure actor. I think you're being so generous with all your praise. If tomorrow you had to start from scratch, no reputation, no name, what's the first thing that you'll do?
Now I know the whole camera thing. The first film I have done, Bandit Queen, I was so scared of the camera. I really didn't know, because I was coming straight from theatre.
Yeah. So hard to believe that you at point of time would be scared of the camera.
I was
the camera
scared.
loves you.
I used to run to Shekhar Kapoor. कैसे करना है, क्या करें, हम तो स्टेज से आए हैं. और वो कहते थे कि यार जैसे स्टेज पे कहते थे, ये तुम्हारा स्टेज है, करो. मैंने कहा सर कैमरा, तो कैमरा अपना काम करेगा, तुमको कैमरे से क्या लेना देना है. Now if I start today, I'll be, from the word go, I'll be good.
What's the hardest no that you've ever said in your career?
Yeah. Should I say it? it may become a reel which I don't want. When I said no to Devdas Chundilal, hardest, it was hardest. Hardest because I always wanted to play Devdas, even in my theatre days. There are two roles I always wanted to do. One was Hamlet, and then Devdas. So I said, I don't want to, I want to do justice to Chunilal if I have to do it. And I can't do justice to it because I always wanted to play Devdas. So let me not be there and let someone else do that part who never had this ambition, right?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to be fair to myself and fair to the film.
Fable or fact? Okay. You once gate crashed a film set to get a meal. Is that true?
Yeah. Not once, many times. Those days, getting into a studio was next to impossible thing. Just getting into the studio was very difficult. And then when you get into the studio and then you go floor to floor just to see which is a familiar face that you can see in the unit. And the moment you see the familiar face, you just stick to him till lunch. And then eventually he will also ask you to accompany him for lunch. Then Ashok Mehta, the late Ashok Mehta, the great Ashok Mehta, the cinematographer of Bandit Queen, he used to tell me that whenever you think that you don't get food anywhere, you come to my shoot and have your food. So whenever I used to feel that I don't have money, I don't know where the food will come from, I used to find out as to where he's shooting from his assistant and land there.
You once you learned singing in your theatre days. Is that Fable or?
It was a chorus singing. Piyush Mishra used to be harassed by all of our singing ability. There was only one person who was good in singing was Ashish Vidyarthi. Rest any one of us, Piyush Mishra never wanted, any one of us around him. Because he used to be bothered by the Besurapan. The worst was Gajraj Rao. So अगर मुझे लगता है कि शैतान की नगरी से सीधा है उसका जो है इंसान के रूप में जन्म लिया है, जहाँ तक सुर की बात है, वो पिछले जन्म में असुर था गजराज राव.
पर आप इतना बुरा भी नहीं गाते, आप थोड़ा गुनगुनाएंगे.
तो मैं वही उतना ही गुनगुनाता हूँ जितना आपने इंटरव्यू से पहले सुना था आपने. अगर अभी गा दिया मैंने तो Piyush
नाराज हो जाएंगे. You felt imposter syndrome and were guilty after Satya's success. Is that a fable or?
What is imposter syndrome?
You felt you didn't deserve all the good things and the praise that was coming to you.
You're so right, actually. Once I shared it with Gajraj, actually, I think Gajraj, that when I sit in my car, I don't feel that I deserve it. I feel that I'm sitting in somebody else's car. And that went on for many years. Till Akshay Khanna was shooting with me in LOC. And he told me during our conversation, he heard me and then he said, never feel apologetic about your success. It seems you are very, very apologetic. I said, yes. I really don't know why. So he said, I tell you why. Because nobody around you is that successful. That is giving you
This was Akshay
that
Khanna.
feeling of apology. And I got that answer from Akshay Khanna. He's a very deep guy.
Yeah.
Very, very deep guy.
Yeah.
His father was a very spiritual
Yeah.
person. So maybe it's genetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And has that changed?
I
Now
think, yeah.
you are more comfortable?
It's only after that talk.
Okay.
So I really thank Akshay for that.
Manoj, I just want to know, because there's no way I can let you go without saying the word family man. I was speaking to a friend on the way and she's like, Zarur pucho, kab aayega? I said, okay. So I will of course ask that, but I also want to know that I think, and I'm not wrong if I say that with Family Man, people also saw this side that you're great with your comic timing.
Yeah.
Is that something that you enjoy? You want to do more of that? Were you always confident that you could do comedy?
See, flat face comedy is something I got a chance to try in Family Man, because he's lying. is lying. So how to lie so that a person who happens to be wife will not get it. Wives will know everything.
Yeah.
You know, they know everything about you, all your dark side, all your good side. So how to do it so that audience can see and your wife cannot see. Okay. Sometimes even audience should get baffled. I wanted to try it for myself. So very clearly I remember that in my house I was rehearsing. I was rehearsing my lines. Then I realized that no, it can't happen this way. So I started talking to my wife, and I started lying to her about everything, anything. Even till now, she doesn't know this.
When you were prepping?
Suppose all the lies that I don't get into lying to my family at all. So small lies. So if she says, "Where were you in the morning? I saw you getting out." So I made it a point to tell her lies with the same straight face. So that was my practice for Shrikant.
Is this the interview where she'll get to know?
She may get to know. So even with my daughter, with my friends, I started practicing it with straight face till the time I perfected it. So it was everything that I do, there is a work behind it.
Yeah.
Okay. But when I'm working with Anurag, I read the script, say Gangs of Wasseypur, or he has written Shul and Kon and Satya. With Anurag, you have to be good at your improvisation.
Yeah.
So to be good at improvisation, you should really know your character very well. So that was a benefit with me, that I always worked on the basics of the character. And then when Anurag, he felt confident about my improvisational quality. So sometimes he used to write, MB will
Improvise.
MB will improvise, or to be consulted with MB, to be consulted with MB. Like last scene of Shul is a long speech. So he said that, I don't know how to write. Can you improvise it for me? And I was thinking about it. So in front of him, on the set of Shul, while I'm doing something else inside, in between I come out and I improvise it for him, and he keeps noting it down on the paper, whatever I'm saying, and then he goes back into his room, he sits on the table, and after half an hour the speech is there. So yeah, that kind of collaboration I enjoy, and I got to do it only with Anurag, even in Wasseypur.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done so many improvisation. I mean, one day he was auditioning Ria, who played my second wife.
Yeah.
Okay, so the whole washing clothes thing is improvisation.
Yeah. Oh.
He asked me to hide behind the wall and not to come in the front. He didn't want me to. Didn't want Ria to know that I'm there. So I was hiding while she was Rima. Rima was doing this test. Mukesh has given her this job of washing clothes. You are washing clothes. Just show me that. Washing clothes. And the Anurag, quietly he asked me to join her. And all of that you see is improvisation.
And you were so creepy. I couldn't believe it.
That's called village romance. That's not creepy.
But you're amazing.
So Anurag decided to keep the whole thing in the film.
Yeah.
But this is what Anurag is. He's so open to all the good things that actors do. And immediately he gets it into the film. That is why his films are so different, so experimental, yet so engaging. So I love him as a filmmaker.
Manoj, we love you. Thank you so much.
Thank
every time it's your interview, I honestly look forward to it. And it's a part of me, because I think एक सत्संग होता है आपके साथ. I do get answers that sometimes I am seeking. And you're so gifted, and yet you're so humble. You've praised so many people. That's a sign of how secure you are. There's honestly so much to learn from you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed this conversation.
Thank you very much. Thank you.